Welcome to my newest video. This is just the next in line after the fault 4, Fourville, and here we go. What 273 mods I'm running, and I might cut this out. I'm doing editing as I'm doing this, so yeah. Okay, I went ahead and cut the beginning out because we all know probably how the beginning goes. Um, I was an hour into doing another video, and yes, I was thinking, God, did I do this before? And I looked and I did, so I just went ahead and deleted all that, and then we're going to go on from Vault 4, Fourville. Damn, that's hard for me to say because I do lisp. Anywho, and so we're done with Fourville, and we're heading out. I'm level 29 now. I'm still very low level, I know, but where are we going? I just watched this enough that I knew that I didn't do it yet because I wasn't gonna go through another. I need to delete the video that I already did so I don't have them sitting here because God. But anyway, it looks like we're at Abernathy Farms. Um, yep, Abernathy. They have the towers, right? So that's how you kind of know where you're at. Okay, so
Run into any caravans out there?
I started on this darker nights. That's why it's so dark, because I have a mod to make it darker nights, and I try not to do anything at nighttime because, well, you can't see. And plus, it can get, the way my mods are, night times can be dangerous, right? You got monsters, you got, um, I run a lot of mods, you know, and if you can't see, I'm going into build mode apparently. It looks like anyway that I'm going, and it takes a hot second for the build mode to kick in on my game, and it's kind of getting. I think I've fixed that by now, but my less level is 100, which is bad. Um, I did this video on 6/8, so at this time I'm using some settlements, and then I went back and started deleting some settlements. It's not running right, so I'm deleting at least the housing. Anyway, it's what, almost 7 a.m. now on Tuesday, and my mister's playing his game, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, right? Yeah, Unity. And he got done with the new DLC. Well, new DLC. It's been out a while, but he finished a DLC, yesterday. Um, I think you're all done with your game, aren't you?
Yeah, I got a bunch of little junk to do, you know.
Yeah, he's all
Not
done.
to get any points where I can't move up any.
Yeah, he's played it several times before, so he likes it, so he goes back to it. Okay, I made a bed to sleep in because, you know, I was just going in the main house and sleeping on the ground, but looks like I wanted a real bed. And if I start building, I'll zoom through that, right? I'm not going to make anybody sit through building because, and then I got to clear the weather. I don't like building when it's nasty weather. And it looks like all fog. I'm really not sure why we came here. I can't even tell you why I came here. I just don't know. You know. Yeah, that's what I'm doing is clearing the weather. It's just Commonwealth
Absolutely.
clear weather. So, and I use it a lot. Okay, defend them, and I'm still using this freezer gun from the beginning of the game. At some point, I do I cheated in the problem solver because I haven't been to Nuka
I eat danger
World
for
yet.
breakfast. Tastes like chicken. Damn.
See,
Sweet.
I
Want some
really
more?
didn't know that they could come into the settlement. So, and it's very. I try not to fight when we're in the settlement
Please tell
because
me we're
I
done.
seem to always kill the settler and they all turn on you. So I try real hard not to fight around the settlers because it's just a pain because they turn on you and everything, and it's oh fuck. I got my walls up. I'm one for walls. I make walls very first thing when I build. And I do use Castle in the Sky, and he also has a log cabin, cabin in the woods. I also use that on almost all my playthroughs. I use his mods because I like them. It makes sense to me. Even in a world like this, there's still going to be rock, and knock on wood, there's still going to be knock on wood, pun. There's still going to be logs, wood to build with. Those are just natural resources, and it makes sense to me. So yeah, so I use them a lot. Okay, so now it says you completed it. Okay, so I'm done with that. Now we need to find out what the damage was.
Mr. Abernathy.
Look at that. We actually held them off.
Oh, people
We
are
couldn't have
going to
done it
work
without
and
your
such,
help.
so
That's for damn sure.
I don't know if you hear that big ass truck starting, but people are going to work and stuff. Most of
I can't
our
really
town
say.
worked at the mill, but I don't know about anymore. I mean, the boat place moved out, and so farms. We're a farming community, a ranching area, so we don't know too much about those neighbors. They just moved here from California, I believe.
Hey. got a
Yeah,
sec?
we don't know much about people, but
Hey.
they moved from from a whole different state over here. Yeah. I think one of the guys that I really like from Sim Settlements got killed here, and I don't want him to be dead. Because I will resurrect those that I like. I'll resurrect them. I won't keep them dead. And I think this is the play. He actually, because I resurrected one of the guys I really like from Sim Settlements has a bunch of their characters and such. And I think this is the fight where he died, and I really liked the dude, so I resurrected him. He doesn't move from the
Hey there.
area very
Hey.
much.
Hi. Hey.
Wait, boss.
There we go.
We've got to stop. I can't keep going on like this.
I really like
Something the matter?
Logan.
You sound upset.
I'll get Vault
I'm a
4
little bit.
just to get Logan.
I've not been feeling so great since our last talk, truth be told. I lied to you before
about my family situation. I'm not proud of it, but I still
He's
wasn't
really
sure if
hard
I
ass
could
when you
trust
meet
you at
him,
the time.
and then he
The
gets
more
to
we
know you.
traveled together, the guiltier I felt about keeping it from you. When I left home, I didn't just abandon my family. I faked my own death. As far as my ma knows, I died when I was just a boy.
Why are you telling me this?
I've never told this story to anyone before, but you're the first person I've got close to since I left D.C. I feel like I have to tell you. I have to get it off my chest. Pa was drinking away all our money. Ma wouldn't quit nagging me. So I did the only thing I could think of. I joined a gang. I got in with a gangster by the name of McDonald. Got big into illegal gambling. Lost a lot of money. It seemed like everything I did made things worse and worse. Then one day Pa comes home drunk out of his mind. He's soaked in liquor and he's looking for a cigarette. I woke up to the smell of smoke and the sound of him screaming. God, I can still hear it sometimes. The idea came to me straight away. I told Ma to get out of the house. Then I went to help Pa. He was as good as dead by the time I got there. I waited until Ma was gone. Then I snuck out the back. Let the whole house burn to ashes. I left the city and never went back. I did a terrible thing, but at least it was over. The gangs weren't hunting for me anymore. Still, I sometimes wonder if I did the right thing.
I like Logan's backstory. I like a lot about him, so that's why
You managed to escape.
I broke through a loose sheet of metal at the back of the shack.
sometimes
and
I'll
crawled away.
download Fourville
Everyone
just to
was
get
distracted
Logan.
as the fire engulfed the house. I used that to sneak out of town. I really thought it'd make me feel better to admit all this to you, but it doesn't. I still feel as terrible as I did before. I'm not sure if there's ever anything I can do to make it right. Thanks for listening to me all the same. Adventuring with you, looking after you, at least gives me a purpose. You know what? Have your 200 caps back. I'm giving
See, it
up my
costs you
rule.
200 caps
I
to
consider
hire
you
him.
my friend. The first
And
I've
he-
had in a long time.
And at first he'll tell you, we're not friends. You're my
Hey.
boss, and I'm your employee, and that's that. And then after a while, he warms up to you, and you see he gives me back my caps because, he, you level up,
Like
and
I give a shit.
he has his story and such, and I'm still cleaning up the mess here. And
We'll all be better off without
at
you around.
some point, I'll go around and I'll get rid of these bodies. Oh, and yeah, Alex. See, there's Alex, and I like him. He's from the Powell family, and we went into. We got him from the Ron. Told us about the Powell family and how him, his wife, and his daughter want to get out of their cave that they live in and go live in a settlement. Well, he got killed, and I'm like, no, I like him. So what I'm doing now is I'm resurrecting him, and I'm trying to make sure I get him and not anything else. And it's taken me some time to click on him to resurrect him, and I want to make sure that it's him I'm resurrecting. And I noticed dust or something like that gets in the way, so I have to disable the dust or whatnot, and then you see now he's back, and he'll start talking here in a minute.
What's up?
I may.
Watch your step.
There he goes.
Lots of our mushrooms grow wherever they please.
See you.
One second, Dot. Stop away. We're moving anyway.
Well, because we get him in a cave, and his dialogue will change, but he was dead. I resurrected him
Absolutely.
because I like the guy, But I noticed that something broke because he doesn't really move from that spot. So I need to work on him a little bit more to get him back to. Because I don't, like I said, if I like
Dead as
somebody,
can
I
be.
like them, and if they die, no, no, you can't die. And that's the reason I like Sim Settlements too, is because of all the NPCs, the quests, and such. Now, I did put the residential housing and built, but Sim Settlements 2, Chapter 3, it has some bugs. Uh, I could put in Sim Settlements 1 and everything would go, but I wouldn't have all the NPCs and such, all the quests and such. So, I never played Chapter 3. I never got that far. So I did 2, but then, Chapter 3 wasn't out yet. So it is now, and I put it in another playthrough too, but then the update happened and blah, blah, blah. But right now in my Abernathy build, I have deleted all the residential and I built them houses. I did that because it was just not playing right. And I do like some settlements, I really do. It's with some of the other mods, it just doesn't like to play with other mods. So oh, I was gonna zoom through this, wasn't I? Okay, give me a minute. Okay, so I went ahead and I fast forward all this, and if my preview window catches up, then we're good. Otherwise, I'll stop it again and refresh my screen here. But I didn't cut it out. I just zoomed through. Just if you want to see the building, you can, and not have to, because I do a lot of building. I laugh because it's a joke how big my settlements get, and I don't mean to. I just, they just kind of take on a life of their own, and I just keep building, and my guys here, my mister says people like me ruined Fallout 4 because of the building, but I like building in it, so. But as I said, I did put some settlements in here, but I delete them after some time. It's not working right. Yeah. Too much going on, I think, is why it doesn't work right. But okay, now it's back, and see if my render window is back, which it doesn't look like it is. So I'm gonna have to refresh this. Just whoops. Yeah, I need to
Any
refresh
words
this.
of wisdom?
Yeah?
Okay, I spoke over myself there. I had to refresh my render window. I put it into my other display, so it's bigger, so I can see what I'm doing. Otherwise, it's just too small. And sometimes I need to refresh it, I notice, so. Okay, up there in the top left, you see the lust, the where, and whatever. That's my relationship mod, and my lust
What are you
level is
thinking about?
way too high.
Always be the overboss.
and it has to not be that. So I'm gonna, there's some adult content coming up, and I am gonna cut that out. Cut it out, get it, cut it out, cut it out. Now, I don't cut out too much of my videos these days when I'm commenting, you know.
Hey.
But the adult content I do. That way I don't have to flag my videos as adult content. The lust level is down. Should be 0, but I see it's 3. Or, what is it, 1 or something? But in the game, I'm playing as a female character. And I don't know what it is like for a man, playing as a man character, you know. But for females, it's very dangerous for us to be, for our lust level to be up so high. Yeah, so we have babies, we get pregnant, we have families, blah, blah, blah in my game. So, anywho. Okay, so we're gonna go look for this Mr. Abominable. And I've never done the quest before, I don't think, because it didn't seem familiar to me, so I didn't know who he was. So that's what we're gonna go do. And what mod is it? Shit. It could be, I don't know. So I would rather not
I've been spoiling for a fight.
say, because I just don't know. I think I do, but I just don't know which mod it's from. I got quite a few mods. Well,
Get 'em, boy.
I don't know, 272 or 3, something like that mods. Now, we do have bounty hunters that come after us. Actually, they come after a lot of people. And so you always have to be aware of the bounty hunters because, you know, they're trying to kill us. I don't, at the moment, I didn't think I pissed off anybody, but
No.
I don't think I have a bounty or anything. But I don't want to say too much about what's going on because you'll find out. That's the suit I got Gage in. It's one of the suits from the not the bounty hunters, but one of the triggermen. That's the suit I got,
You're making
and
a big mistake here.
I'm not sure who I snagged it off of in the creation kit, but yeah, I thought he looked nice in it. So, except when it gets dirty. Now I'm trying, when I find something that my female character can wear that goes with my pregnancy mods and stuff like that, I'll put her in that. But otherwise, my
Bingo.
my other mods
And
won't go
I'll
with
just take
everything,
this.
you know. And I believe it goes with this vault suit pretty well. You can see she gets pregnant, she gets her belly and everything. I think I have a little bit of clipping going on, but not much. So I leave her in the vault suit. And we're going to get Mr. Abominable. I got that word.
Suits me fine.
Okay, now he
I
has
really don't
something on
care.
him. And you need to read the bounty hunter's note. So I want to read it because who are they after, right? I mean, because I'm not, you know, what did I do, you know? And I don't read these. I assume you guys can read just fine. And you can stop it, you know, and all that good stuff. See, and so they aren't after me. They're after Logan. Well, I like Logan, so I'll, you know, and this is part of his thing. And you do have to
Excuse
get
me.
his
They know
trust
I'm
and stuff
alive?
for it to kick
How
in.
do they know I'm alive? And what's this about Ma? She's dying? I know it's a lot to ask, and it's going to be dangerous. But can you take me to see my Ma? I realize now that it's the only way I can make things right with her.
This is a very sweet story about. I don't know about sweet. I
We'll
mean,
get you
he
there.
Thank you
pretended
so
he died
much.
and everything.
We
you
have
know,
to get
so
to Diamond City as quickly as we can. I don't know how much longer she has left.
Anything you
having
wanna
all
talk about?
sons, you know, that I don't know. Maybe maybe I personalize it because I do have sons, and so I don't know. But I like it. So there. So we're going to take him to see his mother. And this is part of the Fourville mod, and I like the mod. I like the mod very much. I think he did a great job. I'm still drinking my coffee. I haven't been up that long, even though I did an hour of another video and I deleted it all because I've done it again. And I've played Fallout 4 for quite a few years, so some of the stuff, you know, I've done before, but I did it and I don't, you know. See, the bounty hunters showed up here for Logan too. They're following us everywhere, right? Because they,
It's over.
you know, there's a bounty
that.
out on Logan, so people want the money, you know. So, anywho, that's, you know, they're tracking us. And save. I'm telling you, hard save, man. Don't do those soft saves. Those quick saves, I tell you, if you have something wrong with your game, those quick saves are garbage. I mean, maybe if you play vanilla, you know, it's fine, but not modded.
Mom,
But people will find out on their own, right?
are you here?
How's it
Mom?
going?
Hello?
See,
Who is it?
his mother's
Who's there?
dying in bed,
It's me, Mom.
right?
It's Logan. It's your son.
Come closer. I can't see you properly. Logan? But you died so long ago. How can it be you? Am I dead? Are you a ghost?
No, Ma. I'm not a ghost. I'm real. I've come back for you, Ma.
Oh, my baby boy. You look so
Your thoughts?
different. But a mother never forgets. This is the happiest day of my life.
I have my moments.
My
See,
boy
isn't
has
it
come
sad?
back.
Here she is dying, but she finally got to see her boy.
I'm sorry I made you think I was dead. I thought I was helping you. I don't know what I thought.
Oh, my poor little Logan. You've got nothing to be sorry for. Seeing my baby again means nothing else matters to me.
I love you so much.
Now remember,
Ma.
his dad
love you
wasn't,
too.
you know,
Little Logan.
a real winner, you know.
Hey, got a sec?
See, and now here's the guy that Logan
Hi.
owes all this money
Isn't
to.
the famous vault dweller. You know, if it wasn't for you, I'd never have tracked down your friend here. I should give you a cut of the debt I extract out of him. Except I don't want to.
How did you find us?
You're not exactly a subtle operator. You traipse around
Yeah,
the Commonwealth, putting in work and making a name for yourself. I never believed Logan was dead, so as soon as I heard a guy matching his description was hanging around with you, I put the word out.
Maybe we can reach an agreement. I just happen to have a pile of caps here.
Oh, yeah? You want to pay off Logan's debt? I want 5,000 caps, right now.
5,000
kill you
caps.
both.
You'd be willing to do that for me?
The two of you are talking
Of
tough
course.
words. Now let's see.
Caps are just caps. Money's just money. And perhaps if I didn't
5,000 caps.
think that
Now.
way about money, maybe we would have more of it. But, you know, he's more important than 5,000
Here's your
caps,
caps.
you know.
You actually paid Logan's debts? I can't believe it. Logan,
I
you're
like
a
Logan.
lucky guy to have a friend like this.
Okay, now Logan's, you know, his debts are paid off and there's no need to bring goons after him, you know. And Porter usually has something to say about how I spend our money and stuff, but he didn't say anything, you know. He usually says, sure, give away everything.
I promise. I'm going to do anything I can to make it up to you. Did you hear that, Ma? I'm debt-free. It's over now. I can stay with you as long as you need me. Ma?
See,
Ma.
and she died.
Ma? It's
See,
too
isn't
late.
that sad?
She's dead. All the time I spent away from her. Wasted. I never got to say goodbye.
I've played this one a couple times, and it doesn't change. It doesn't matter when you get here. This is how it's supposed to play out.
I appreciate the sympathy. I think if there was anyone in the world I'd want to have at my side for this, it'd be you. I need some time on my own. Just a few hours. I want to be with my mother. Can you leave me with her, please?
Now, of course. So we're going to give him time with his mom. And he never goes away, right? He stays here and the mom stays there. He built all this. The mod author, he built all this. This house isn't supposed to be here and such. And I think he did such a good job on it. And then our house is just, our apartment is just right down below. See, right there. And you need to make sure you have money if you do Logan's thing, because if you don't have the money, you can't help him, right? If I didn't have the money, I would have cheated it in. That's how much I like that, his Logan story, you know. But yeah, I would have made sure I had the money regardless. You know, I didn't cheat it in this time. I would have showed you if I did. But if I didn't have the money, I would have cheated it in. I have all my notes of all the console commands and such. I put it all into a website. It's Fallout 4 CCST, I believe, is the URL. And I put it out there for whomever. I just got done with the Starfield one too, so I have Starfield one started. So that's where I'm putting all the console commands that for Starfield. I'm putting it in the Starfield one. I need to get my notes in order, and then I'll add those to the database too. And these are just kind of for me, you know, But then I thought, well, let's just add it in. A lot of that, what is that? It looks like probably for building. And I may have walked away. I did. I walked away and I just
Excuse me.
left. So I cut some of that out instead of you guys
Your
just
thoughts?
sitting there
Rumor
with dead
has it
air, you know.
Back home there was some friendly talking death claws.
Doesn't he have a
Sure
good
wish
voice?
That's how they were everywhere else.
Now he's from the old time
Your
religion
thoughts?
mod,
Join
so
me in a
he's
prayer, won't you?
it's based on
Lord,
religion,
guide
right?
us through the wasteland. Give us strength to survive and caps that overflow our
And
inventory. Amen.
I was raised that way, you know, religion and stuff. So it doesn't bother me so much. I really do like his voice though. And I'm like,
Your thoughts?
I know
what
it's
do I
hard
do?
out here, partner. You're always in my prayers.
Never mind.
and he will stop you as you're walking by to talk to you. And it bugged out at one point, and he started talking like a female settler, and I just laughed, you know. But I think it worked itself out. I don't think I did anything to resolve it, but I could have, because that's a deal breaker for me. I like a lot of dialogue in my game. We're going to see if Logan is done and ready to go, because his mom died, and we gave him some time to be with his mom. So we're going to walk in and see if he's done.
Heads up. Hey, hey. Look alive.
It'll kick in here in a
Thank you
minute.
for coming back.
There we go.
I think I'm ready to leave now. If you don't mind, I'd rather not talk about what happened here. At least not yet.
Of course.
Howdy.
And of course, Nick, you know, had to jump in.
Your thoughts?
Some people believe the Lord left us after the war, but he ain't.
See,
going
he'll
nowhere.
jump in,
He sent us.
and that could
Never
be bad for the game if you walk off when there's a dialogue opened. It kind of messes your game up. It doesn't kind of, it does. It messes your game up. So I'm not sure if I did something about that or what. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure if I want you guys to see if I do the adult stuff here. Okay,
How's it going?
Boy, do I love watching you work.
Glad to have you with me.
okay, I think I'm back. I didn't want to talk over myself. Okay, the Sleep Intimate, the person who made the mod has two versions. A version that's not dirty, or a version that is adult. And I chose adult because we want a family. Now, I was going to
Anything
cut
we
this
need?
out, but then it was just that. Now, I don't feel that hugging and kissing is bad. So I'm hoping that YouTube doesn't feel it's bad either. So we'll see when I upload it, and if they flag it as adult for hugging and kissing because that's all we did. So, we'll see about that. I was just going to cut it out, but nah. That's all they did, so.
Always got to keep your eyes
Okay,
open for movement.
him sitting like that is another mod I have. It makes it look more natural if they, if they sit that way or they sit with their leg up or, whatever.
How you doing, buddy?
The sleep intimate. The mod is at their own website, and there's several versions of it. It can either go into the family planning mod, or it can be a standalone mod, and it doesn't have to go in with that set of mods. I have it in with that set of mods. So, for instance, the way I have mine set is we could get pregnant because we sleep in the same bed, right? It doesn't show nothing, but, that's just a for instance. So anyway, that is from Fourville, and you won't have that house in Diamond City if you don't have the Fourville mod. That's all for Logan. I always check this. See, there's an abandoned baby, so I take all babies, and we'll raise the baby as our own, and only human babies, by the way, because the monsters and stuff have babies too, and I ain't gonna take those to raise them, so. But, and if you don't have, what is it? Wasteland Dairy. If you don't have that mod, you won't have that, where people can't abandon their babies at the church. You won't have that. I also put in a marriage mod too. And it works. I didn't know if it would work because it's an older mod, but I don't know, it seemed to work just fine. I mean, what is it? Marry your companion or something? Or something like that.
Look alive.
And you can just
words of wisdom?
look for it on Google and it'll come up. It's at Nexus. And it's not dirty or nothing. It's just, a mod to marry your companion.
You all right? You need something?
I was going to leave him, I think.
Well, I like how you've been handling things lately.
But I don't... I still have him with me, I believe. So I kept him.
Right.
But I was thinking about it. I was thinking about dumping him, but I thought, nah. I think I'm all the way up with him, but I don't know, though. Because the winter's quest line isn't done or anything, so. Yeah, I'm going to take everything of you, buddy.
That's right.
Now, that's another mod. That's a...
Come to mama.
Oh. I really should have my mod manager up when I'm talking mods.
We'll all be better off without you around.
Diamond City police look different and such.
Hey.
I'm looking for settlement work, if you got any.
Oh, well. Yeah. I put everyone I find, I put them at a settlement if I can.
I appreciate it.
Because the way I have my game, the way I play my games is the people make me money, right? The settlements. So I try to get my settlements, the economy going, right? So I don't have to. And I just spent $5,000 on Logan, so I'm not sure how much money I have at this moment, because I'm still very low level. So yeah. see, this is 45 minutes. I think I'll advertise this as the Logan quest because most of it was the Logan quest. We were doing that, the abominable. You get what I'm saying. But anyway, we were doing that one. I haven't touched it in here. I haven't. Excuse me. I haven't
I'm fine.
built in here at all.
Thanks for asking.
I'm leaving it alone for some reason. I think I was going to say there's another mod I got going on, and I'm leaving it alone for that because I think it takes over this the home plate. So anyway, there's a reason why I'm not doing it, and I think that's why. I'm not sure. And sometimes when we come out of, excuse me, of this place, like Gage will fall, and stuff. And so that's quite interesting. I have another mod that's the Bleachers or something, and I've never played it before.
Doc, can
I think we're going to talk about the baby, because I think she's
You have a
pregnant
legitimate
right now.
medical concern. Or is this about a facial reconstructive services?
And we always come to him to check on the baby.
Yeah. Take a look at me, Doc.
So we may not be, because the family planning mod, when you're pregnant, you come to him. I always go to this guy and to check on the baby. It's not voiced, so all you do is read, So she must not be pregnant because it would have brought it up. I haven't done the vanilla quest about, I think it's vanilla, about the facial doctor. He's the bad guy. I mean, not this guy, this son guy. I think he's a good guy. It's the other doctor that's the monster, I feel. But God, I haven't done it in so long, that quest line, so. I think I put in another mod that's pretty old, but it's Diamond City is more live, So again, I shouldn't be talking about mods when I don't have my mod manager up to to know exactly what I'm talking about here. And did you see the doctor light up a cigarette? I think that's kind of, these days, it's like, oh my God, and doctors still smoke. It's just that they have to do it in the confines of their closet or something so nobody will see them. Oh my God, it's like, fuck. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I could be in the other window looking at something. I don't know. At one time, when Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, they had a where you could get his gun on that bench right there. So I think I was looking to see if that was still possible. Okay, we're going to go back to find Mr. Abominable. However you say the name. I had to go through speech as a kid because, man, nobody but me and my brother could understand us. Me and my brother, we both had issues because we kind of made up our own thing, and nobody could understand us. So I know they put me in speech. I'm not sure if my brother had to go through it. This is Darker Nights mod. And my mister is always, why don't you take that off? You can't see. Well, I know I bitch about not being able to see, but I like the mods, so I try not to go outside of the settlement stuff on darker nights because you can't see, you know. Oh, and then the lust and wear and stuff. As a female player, you know, you can get kidnapped and all that kind of stuff. And I've turned a lot of that off, but, you know, still, you know, it's just bad news for a female character, you know. So that's why I try to keep my lust level down. It's kind of like the real world. If you go out into the it's very outdoorsy here where we live, and women need to be careful when, you know, you're on your period or whatnot, because the animals smell that shit, man. That's why a lot of the hunters will not allow their girlfriend or wives to come.
Thanks,
because
Gage. Means a lot to me.
yeah. Anywho, it's in fact, I've been around horses a lot in my younger years, and one of the dudes, he flat told me, if you're on your period, and you know, he was an older man, you know, and he would tell it like it is, but anyway, he told me, don't even bother coming around my stud, don't even. He goes nuts, and I'm like, hey, no problem. He's a rodeo dude. He bred horses for the rodeos and has roping, mainly roping horses, not broncs. That was another place. I bought some horses from them. Okay, my controller is going nuts right now, and it needs cleaned or something, and or I just need to buy a new one. But I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I walked off. Okay, yeah, I walked off, and my controller just went.
How do you manage to carry so many cows?
You know, I'm having controller problems evidently, and so I stopped it again. Yeah, I'm having controller problems. My controller is just kind of doing its own thing here, and it's very frustrating. I better cut. All right, now I cut some of that out because I had no control of my controller. My controller went nuts. So we'll see if my controller is going to behave.
I need to ask you something.
This Xbox controller is pretty new. I don't understand why I'm having issues with it. And it started about a month ago. And it's getting on my nerves, you know. We have a new one around here somewhere. It's supposed to be, I bought it from the mister, you know, so he has one if his goes nuts. But he says I must be hard on these controllers or something. Because, I mean, I've went through 2 of them now. And this one, I don't know, I may have to grab his new one and just use it, and buy another one for him, I guess. But, yeah, because, anyway, yeah, this controller is just going nuts on me. Okay, I've been trying to go down into his bunker, and it won't let me. It keeps crashing my game. And I give up after a while. But not until I thoroughly find out if it's the... Yeah. Okay. I'm going to leave it at this. I'm going to finish up this video. It's an hour long. So thank you for watching, and I hope it was entertaining somewhat. Thanks. Bye.